Hola, hola, it's your girl Erika from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello. How are you? I'm so happy that you're here, my friend. What's good, sister? What is happening? I am really energized, as you can hear. I got to tell you in this episode why I'm energized, what the hell's been going on inside of my body with my health. It is crazy. This is not a New Year's resolution podcast, okay? This is about some real shit that changed in my life, and I want to share it with you because I almost know for sure that so many of my listeners struggled with similar things than I did, and that this episode is going to help you and impact you. So we're about to get into it, but really quickly, I just want to say, if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey, what's good? Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you listening to my podcast. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you existing, copying me on Instagram and DMing me. I freaking love you. I want to lick your face, and I love you. So thank you for being here. All right, today's episode, we are talking about health. We are talking about my journey so far with my health. If you've been listening, a long-time listener of the podcast, you know I always struggled with my weight. And when I say struggled, I mean fluctuating back and forth. I hate my body. I love my body. My tummy's big. It's not big. I'm eating well. I'm not. I'm working out. I'm not. That whole situation. And I'm going to keep it real. I tried to do this podcast. It was an IGTV that I did on my Instagram, and the audio was so terrible that I just had to take it off because you couldn't actually understand what I was trying to say. So I'm so sorry if you did listen to that podcast episode because it was crazy. And so this one, I really wanted to talk about that. So if you missed that episode, today we're going to dive deep into the health journey, into what happened last year to me. So in 2020, I was working. I was working really hard. I was giving everything that I had and then some. And and I was already going hard before COVID, before the pandemic, before all the lockdowns and shit happened. I was going hard. I was serving. I was supporting my clients. I have a lot of energy, and I've always had a lot of energy, right? I'm happy. I'm optimistic. I love my life. I'm so grateful, all that jazz. And then the pandemic hit, and instead of me, being a part of society and also being someone who was experiencing the pandemic and lockdown and restriction, I decided that I would become a superhero and be like, I'm okay. I need to save the world. And y'all know, if you've been listening to me, that you can't save anybody, and I'm not here to save anybody, but I felt like I needed to do something. I felt like I needed to serve and support, the world that was struggling mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, all the things. I felt like people were struggling. And so I was seeing in my own community, my own sisterhood, women really struggling. And I broke my soul, and I wanted to do something. And so as soon as I could, I heard about what happened. I jumped on calls. I jumped on free webinars, how to manage your mind in tough times. Me and my husband started serving it up. Our events got canceled, obviously, because we do 6 live events a year. We couldn't do the events. So we started doing virtual events. So mental health challenges. We did a fundraiser for the sisterhood women who were struggling. We stopped people's payment plans. I mean, there was so much that we did. And then your girl wrote a fucking book, if that wasn't enough. It was just hectic, right? So why am I telling you this? Because I didn't understand what burnout was, because I have a lot of energy, because I'm always hyper. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got energy. I was like abusing my energy. I was like taking it for granted to the extreme. I don't know if you've ever felt like that or if you've ever done that, but I definitely was doing that last year. So what happened was I was gaining weight, right? Them COVID calories. Everybody gained a bit of weight in COVID and the lockdown, eating shit and drinking and just being depressed for a little bit and not looking after my body because I was so busy working. I was so busy out there, out of my body, out in the world trying to help people. So I put me last, okay? Not third or fourth. I put me last. Put my body last. when I had that book, when I started writing the book, I said to my husband, I can't work out anymore. I actually need to just be alone and do what I need to do to get this book done, because the time crunch was serious and I was not going to hit my deadline. And I'm someone who does what she says she's going to do. Like, that's my flavor. I don't play around. I'm very determined. I want to make it happen. So unfortunately, I stopped working out. I was sitting in a terrible chair. I was not eating well. I was barely eating. And I fucked my body doing the book. And because I had stopped working out and stopped moving for so long, it just went even longer and it felt even harder. Does that make sense? Like, it was like, yeah, too hard. Stop moving. So of course I gained weight. I got inflamed. I was in high cortisol, stress, and adrenal fatigue. And I didn't know. And do you know what my body did? My inside of my body was fucked, basically. And do you know what my body did? My body was like, this bitch is not listening to us. She's not eating. She's not exercising. She's not moving us. She's not listening. So my body took all of its inflammation and shoved it all the way up my neck into my face. And so my face got swollen. And I didn't notice this until I did a photo shoot with my girl Jess. My husband and I were doing a branding shoot. And I was looking at the photos like, damn, I have these weird dimples in my face, which you probably don't know unless you follow me on Instagram. And now if you are following me, you're going to see my crazy dimples. I have these weird dimples near my eyes, like when I block the sun, and it's the most random place to have dimples. Like, why would I get dimples there? Why can't I have like the cheek dimples? But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So I have these dimples, and when I smile, I can see them. And when I block the sun, I can see them. And I'm looking at the photos where I am cracking up because me and my husband, I love him. He's hilarious. We took photos together and it was like the best thing ever. We're dying of laughter. And I look at one of the photos where my face is squinting and I can barely even see that I have a dimple. It's so swollen. My chin, everything. I was just like this puffy fish. It was puffy as hell. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I didn't feel like my body gained weight. I just felt like my face. So here's what happened. I got inflammation in the face, and it was enough to make me go, what the fuck's going on with my face? What is happening with my inflammation? My body, I feel so swollen and so bloated. What is going on? What's going on with my poo? What's going on with my stomach? What's happening to my skin? La, 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 la. All the things. My autoimmune disease thing that I have, my skin thing that I have in my vag, which is not fun. I did a whole podcast about that in case you're interested. Like, all that shit was going off. And I'm like, what is going on? And I remember telling my clients in the lockdown to go see a naturopath. And I'm going to do a whole other episode about this, because if you're struggling to lose weight and you're struggling to eat right and you're eating bullshit and you know you're emotionally eating, I have a podcast for you. So stay tuned. So I say to my clients, go see a naturopath. And my girl Effie, shout out to Effie. I love you, Effie. Effie goes and finds this naturopath in Melbourne who I already knew about, who my girl Vass, my homie Vass, it's her dad. And he's like masterful acupuncture, fucking spirit, Reiki, naturopathic, holistic energy. Him and his wife are like next level. So I'm like, oh my God, that's the guy that I was meant to see like years ago. And it was just a sign. You know, when you get them signs where you're like, it's too much this is too many synchronicities. I need to pay attention. So I'm like, Effie, thank goodness for you. Thank you for sharing. I'm done. I'm going to go hit this guy up. And I book an appointment with him. And his name is Fanos, and I love him. And I literally have got maybe 42 messages on Instagram about who's your naturopath? Who's your naturopath? Who's your naturopath? Can you tell me? So this is him. And all his details will be in the show notes in case you're interested. So Fanos, I go see him. And I said, I'm going to get an acupuncture appointment. That's all I thought I needed. I'm like, I'm going to get some acupuncture. And he looks into my eyes because he does iridiology. He reads your tongue. He could look at your eyes and be like, you got toxins. You're not well. Your liver's this. Like, looking at your eyeballs. Like, what? That shit was crazy. So I went to see him, and he looked at me, and he listened to how I was speaking and how I was sitting. He watched everything. How I sat down, how I stood up, how I was breathing, or their lack of. He watched everything. And he said to me, you have toxins. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, let me see your tongue. And you speak, and you have no air. And you speak like, and I'm like, what is he talking about? I feel like I have air. I don't feel like I have issues with breathing. And he's like you rushing. You don't have enough oxygen. Let me see, hold your breath. And he makes me hold my breath. Now, If you don't know this about me, you're about to know. I don't like holding my breath. I suck at holding my breath. I may have died in a past life underwater. I don't fucking know, but I'm really bad at holding my breath. So it's like 10 seconds and I'm like, that's it. I can't breathe, So he's like, hold your breath. And so I'm trying to take as much air as I can to be like, I'm going to prove this naturopath that I can hold my breath. It was like 30 seconds. Like 30 seconds. That's nothing. That shit was not good. And then he's like, okay, talking to me about all these things. He tries to put my hands down, like a bit of a kinesiology kind of test. And he's like, put your hands out and put all the strength. And I'm like, okay. And then he goes and tries to push me down. He pushed me down straight away. I was like, fuck, I have no power. I have no strength. What's going on? He goes, cool. I'm going to put a needle in your head, at the top of your head, because your left brain and your right brain are not working. And I'm like, my brain's not working. What is he talking about? So he works with the meridian lines, with the chi, which all of the flow. So I'm not talking like spiritual la energy, even though it is that as well. I'm talking about real energy, like your veins, your flow, your chi, your meridian lines, how your brain and the blood that flows through your body reacts and works with your entire body. This man is like a neuroscientist, like expert at all of this stuff. And he puts a needle in the middle of my head. And when I tell you, I could feel it everywhere. It was so trippy, so crazy. And I'm really sensitive to this stuff. And then he put a needle inside both of my left shoulders. Now, an acupuncture needle. I don't like needles, but these, you can't even feel it. He's like a ninja with the needles. Like, psh, can you feel that? I'm like, nope. He's like, cool. He let it sit there for a moment. He took them out. And he's like, I need you to put your leg up and basically do like a balancing act. And when I had originally done it, I fell over. Like my balance was fucked. It was so off. And as soon as he took the needle out and he told me, stand up, put your leg up and your hands up, go. Like a praying mantis kind of thing. And I was solid. Like, I can't tell you. It was like someone had like some Geppetto, fucking Pinocchio, like lines, like, like the little puppet things. And they were pulling my leg and my hands up and holding me sturdy. That's how it felt. I was so sturdy. It was crazy. And then he goes, okay, put your hands out. I'm going to push you down. And he could not push my arms down. And he's a big dude. He was like it hurt my skin. That's how hard he was pushing, but he could not get me down. And he said, your balance is right now. I need to do a test with you because I feel like something's up with your liver. I feel like something's up with this organ. I feel like this. I feel like this. I'm like, okay, shit. So I came in for this 2-hour test. It was so crazy. This machine he has, it's like the same machine that they like, I think NASA uses a machine like this where it's a very expensive machine and they check all your internal levels when you come back from the moon and space and all this shit. So I'm sitting there doing this test. And after the 10 minutes, we got the results. And I won't tell you all the details and all this shit, but basically the test gives you green, which means good. It gives you blue, which means there's a little bit of a problem. It gives you yellow, which is there's a lot of bit of a problem. And then it gives you red, which is like, oh shit, right? Like, oh shit, that's not good. And we look, and under the thing about strokes, like your ability to get a stroke or your likelihood to get a stroke, it was blue. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. I had a lot of green, but then he got to my liver. He got to my lung capacity, which was red. So meaning I didn't have enough oxygen in my lungs. Hence why I was like talking really fast and running out of air. I feel like listening to my old podcast now to see if that was the case because it's so crazy. I feel like I have so much air now. Anyway, he went through there and then he got to my liver. And my liver was in the yellow. So it's green, good. Blue, not so good. Yellow, not good at all. And red is fucked up, basically. So my liver was in yellow. And he's like, you got a fatty liver. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but it does not sound good. And a fatty liver means your liver, which is what cleanses the toxins and cleans it so that your blood can flow and work, is fatty. So there's fatty cells in there, which is like, it's not because of overweight. It's about a number of things: toxins, food, weight, the lack of movement, bad food that you're eating, all kinds of shit. So I was really upset because I'm like, oh my God, what does this mean? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. I had no idea. My B levels were low. There was so much internally fucked up with my body. And now here's what's important. I am, air quotes, killing it on Instagram. I just launched a book. It's a #1 bestseller in 4 countries. My podcast is about to hit 1 million downloads. Oh my God, you got 40,000 followers on Instagram. You're so cool. I'm so cool. But my fucking liver's fatty and I'm sick internally. So my killing it was killing me. And so I just want to say, side note, do not judge. the success of other people because you have no fucking idea what it's costing them to be that successful. And to be honest, like my health was fucked. I wasn't healthy. I was having gluten, which I know is bad for me. I was having cheese, wine, fucking gin. I had so much gin during that lockdown, like a lot of gin. I can't even smell gin right now. I haven't had gin since the 4th of January. We haven't had alcohol or coffee. We stopped having all that shit. And I'm on an alkaline diet, which is like next level. So it's crazy because if I wouldn't have went and saw him, if I would have went and saw a GP, he probably would have given me drugs. A general practitioner, a normal Western medicine doctor. He probably would have been like, oh yeah, you're anxious. Here's some anxiety medication. Oh yeah, you're just in high stress. Here's some sleeping pills. Oh, here's some Panadol or some Tylenol. And he would have given me some bullshit. When really my body internally and my brain were imbalanced and they were not working. My channels in my legs and my veins and my back, because of my back surgery, my veins and all that were blocked. So my circulation was not good. I had bad circulation. Like, all this shit that we don't know about. And I'm just saying, like, I was mind blown. And now, like, it's crazy. It's been since the 4th of January. At the time of me recording this, it's the 9th of February. And I am like a brand new person. Literally a month and 4 days, I don't even know who I am. And it's important because everyone on the outside is like, yo, Erika's killing it. Oh, she's killing it. She's doing such a great job. Oh my God, I wish I was like her. She's so much better than me. I wish I was like her. No, my liver is fatty. I'm not well. I'm sick internally. And I burned myself out to the core to be of service to other people. And yet I put myself last. That's what really happened. And yeah, I was killing it on Instagram and I was killing it with my book, but my inside wasn't good. And so I want to tell you this because I went to have that 2-hour session. And by the way, I did a podcast about I don't have the money for that. So if you're like, fuck, how much money is this costing you? It's costing me money. But I said in that podcast, it's more expensive to have a fucking fatty liver. And it's more expensive to be unhealthy. That shit's more expensive to be unhealthy. Hey, this is a little intermission from me to you. I just really quickly wanted to invite you to pretty please head over to thequeenofconfidence.com/podcast. If you are enjoying this podcast, I would love for you to review it. Let me know what you think. I love honest opinions. It helps more women reach this podcast. So pretty please head over to thequeenofconfidence.com/podcast or go to Apple iTunes and leave me a beautiful little review. I would love and appreciate it. All right, sister, let's get back to the episode. So I go to him, boom, he goes, okay, let's work on this. He gives me a plan. He goes, you have too much acid in your body. And basically everything acid is everything that I'm not eating right now. Guess what's acid? Caffeine, alcohol, red meat, shellfish, eggs, fucking all the fruits. Literally, I can only have pear and apple. And not even I only want to eat pear and apple. I'm happy with pear and apple, y'all. So all this shit that I was eating, everything I was consuming and putting into my body was basically acid. And when your pH balance is off in your body and your vag and your whole fucking brain, you're not optimal. You're not optimal and you're not optimizing your body and your health. So I go to see him. He puts me on these things. He's giving me liver shots into my liver of this amazing like saline fluid all natural stuff to like flush my liver out. And now I have never, when I tell you, listen to me, listen carefully. I have never, ever in my life had this much energy in my life. And when I tell you energy, I'm talking clean energy. Like, it's not caffeinated. It's not alcohol. It's not sleeping pills. It's not fucking diet pills. This is clean Erika energy with nothing. Water. I've been having water. My brain is working at an incredible level. Like, I am so much wittier. I can speak better. I can breathe. I have more lung capacity and oxygen. Like, I thought I was funny before this shit. Like, the jokes I be telling now, y'all stop playing. Like, it's so good because I'm actually here. Like, I'm fully aware, awake, paying attention. My body doesn't have all that gunky shit. I don't really sing, but when I do sing in my car, I can sing better. And I remember asking Brianna, who produces my podcast, and she's a dear friend, soul sister. And she said to me, yeah, people that sing eat alkaline foods. They have lemon, they don't eat crap. because it clogs your whole system. They don't have caffeine. I can't even tell you. It's this clean energy. And at night, I'm tired. And so the result of this, of me eating, only chicken, only salmon, organic shit, like organic food, lots of broccoli, lots of vegetables, heaps of green, like all that green fiber, you be pooing like 3 times a day, and it's good poo. It's not like that watery, bad, stinking ass poo that if that's your poo, something's going wrong. Like straight up. If my poo is bad, I know that I ate something wrong. You're not designed to have a stinking ass poo that's wet. Sorry to be gross, but not sorry. Because we need to talk about this stuff, We need to talk about this shit, literally. So now my body, my health, my energy, like my attention, I can focus. I don't even know how to tell you. Like I have an increased amount of energy. I lost 5 kilos, almost 6, which is 10 pounds. 10 pounds in, I don't know, a month and a week, a month and 3 days. And it's not even about the weight. He's like, I don't even care how much you weigh. I want the inside of your body to be clean. I want the inside of your body to be healthy. And here's the thing. We are so worried about the metrics of the outside. Do I have cellulite? Is my regrowth out? Are my nails painted? Do I have eyelashes? How are my eyebrows? How's my skin? Here's my makeup. Here's my foundation, my fucking Gucci bag and my Louis Vuitton shoes. And here's my Mercedes-Benz car. Who gives a fuck about that shit? When the inside of your body is actually rotten. When your liver is fucked up or your pancreas isn't working or you're eating processed foods or you're drinking so much alcohol that there are full-on toxins in your body. And I'm telling you this not to preach to you, but to tell you because this was me. This was me. I had no idea about this shit. No one tells you this stuff. All you see is the stuff that makes you feel good. You want to have emotional food. You want to eat gluten. Oh, it's delicious. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, the first 4 days of me not having coffee and me not having alcohol was horrible. The first 4 days I had a minor headache. It wasn't a migraine and shit, but it was like this little headache that would never go away. So it was a bit annoying. So I was a bit hangry. I was a bit annoyed. I was a bit short. And I just said to my husband, look, give me a break. My kids knew, everybody knew what I was doing. But after day 4, I felt fucking amazing. Literally day 4 was the last day of shit. And day 5, I was like, bam! Hello, everybody. Oh my God, I got so much energy. And I felt great. And I still feel great. And when you go out to eat, you got to be careful. You're like, there's things you can't have. And so you're like, nope, I'm eating this. And that's the test. When you go out to eat, you go off that diet. And now it's not even a diet, my love. It's the way that we're choosing to eat. My husband's on it. I'm on it. Nikki, who works with me, is on it. All our staff, lots of my Instagram followers, they went and saw him. And yes, he does Skype. So he'd be seeing people in Germany and Sydney, wherever you are in the world. He's amazing. And so I'm telling you this because I wanted to keep it real. I messed my body up. I disrespected the temple that is my body. I disrespected the ability that my body had. I did not look after it because I supposedly cared so much about helping others. And if I really care about helping others, my kids included, then I need to look after numero uno, me. I need to look after me so that I could be okay and so that I could be here and function. Not only okay, fucking fabulous. I want to feel fucking incredible. I'm working out. I'm going to the gym. I got energy. I'm running events. I got 3 live events this month in February. 3 live events. We're getting so much more done with less effort now than we ever have. Every single person on my team is on this alkaline cleanse and going to see Fanos. And I can't tell you, the capacity in our brain is next level. We are doing more work with less effort. Like more is getting done, but we're not doing shit. It's weird. It's incredible. And I want to share that with you because it is powerful when you look after your health. It is powerful when you listen to the signs that your body's giving you. And you might go, Erika, my body's not giving me signs. Yes, it is. A stinky poo, that's a sign. If you're gassy, that's a sign. If you're bloated as fuck, that's a sign. If part of your body hurts, if something hurts in your body or you got a swollen, a cyst or a tumor or something that you can feel, that's a sign. If your gums are not good, that is a sign. You know what I'm saying? If you're tired, fatigued, like check your shit out. I want to be here for a long time. I want to be well. I want to be a good example to my children. I want to be a good example to you and the women who listen to my podcast or who follow my work. Burnout is not it. Working hard and Gary V'ing that shit up. I love you, Gary V, but that shit's not it. I am not going to do that to myself anymore. For what? For money? For followers? To grow? No fucking thank you. No, I need to be well. I need to be good. And now I sleep when I'm tired. I eat 3 times a day. I have my snacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking water. That's all I drink. My skin has never been better. It's crazy. So I wanted to share this with you because last year for me, I might have killed it supposedly, but I killed myself internally and it was not good. And so if this is you, I highly recommend you go and check it out. Whether it's Fanos and you hit him up on Instagram, he's at Bodywise, or you hit me up in the DMs and let me know, I'm happy to help you as well. Or you find someone where you live and you start putting your shit first. Because it's not about your weight. It's not about weight loss, not about being skinny and being pretty. No, it's about internal health. How is the inside of your body? It is so important for all of us to look after our fucking health, especially when we live in a world where it's so easy to eat bad. It's so easy to have bad food delivered to your door. And it's so expensive and so hard to eat well. And the education is not there. And we need to leave that kind of legacy for our kids so our kids know what is good and what's not good. And we're going to lead by example. So I love you. I know this was a big one. I wanted to share this with you because it was huge for me. I've never felt better. I'm going to keep doing podcasts around the health and what I'm doing to maintain this shit and how I'm showing my family how to do this as well. And this is how we eat. This is how we cook. This is what we do now. I can't even have coffee because if I have coffee, y'all, forget it. You won't even know what I'm saying. I'll be like speaking Spanish to you like, oh, mira, you'll be like, what the fuck? I'll be way too hype. So yes, caffeine is not my friend anymore. Alcohol, I don't even know when I'm going to have it again because too strong, too much. So I'm happy that this is, this is the way I found now. And the only way that I found this, I'll leave you with this. The way that I found this and the way that I decided it was time to change is because I was tired and sick. That's how I did it. So it's not like I'm cool and like, how did you do this? You're so amazing. I was bad. My body was unwell. I was sick. And I went, fuck that. I'm going to do something about it. So my invitation is don't wait till you're sick. Don't wait till you have a fatty liver and your shit's all messed up like me. Just decide now. Like, man, I need to eat better. I need to stop eating that shit or drinking all that or numbing out with alcohol or smoking fucking cigarettes. Don't even get me started on that shit. I was an ex-smoker. That shit's not good for you. So look after your health, look after your mind, body, and soul holistically. I love you. Thank you for being here. And I will see you on the next episode. My love, before you go, I really want to share this incredible opportunity with you because if you're loving this podcast, then you will most likely love working with me for the next 12 months in the sisterhood. It's my year-long coaching experience, and I have really good news because we have shifted and changed the pricing. There is a new offer for 2021 because I know how many people struggled in 2020 financially, and I also know how much shit came up for us that we all need to be working on. So year-long coaching program, the sisterhood with me. You can join in person if you live in Melbourne or you want to fly to Melbourne 6 times a year, or you can join online where I coach live for the 12 months. You have me as your coach. You can hit me with any problems or questions you have. We coach live for 2 hours a month. It is next level shit. The community is incredible. If you want to learn more, head to my website, thequeenofconfidence.com/sisterhood, SISTA, sisterhood. I can't wait to welcome you. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes, subscribe so that you don't miss an episode, share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it, and if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.